Hi there everyone, it's Sarah here and I have a project for you today on behalf of Wild Orchid Crafts as part of their YouTube design team, The Wild Bunch. And my project for you today, I've made some Christmas tags from Christmas embellishments that you can buy in the Wild Orchid Crafts store. Now, the first one that I did was this one here, this little red one. And what I've done, I don't know if this will focus too great. There we go. If I turn it on its side, you'll be able to see it. This is a tag, and what I've done is I used the Tim Holtz, I don't know what it's called, but it's the die that's got the little house shapes in it. But I thought they could also double up for tags for Christmas. That's the back side of it because I haven't lined it yet. But what I've done with this one is I ran it through my Big Shot with a Christmas embossing folder from Sizzix, and it was this one here that I used. So I ran them all through using that one, and then what I did was I covered them in distress ink, and this one was the Festive Berries. I used Festive Berries and Vintage Photo for this one, and I also dyed the seam binding, and this started off as silver seam binding from Wild Orchid Crafts, and you can see there I inked it up with distress stains and edged it all in. I think that one was gathered twigs. I used that for the edge, on the very edge of it, and then I've used one of the red iridescent snowflakes, and I showed these earlier in my design team kit, and that's the code for the snowflakes. And I used a little gold bell just at the very top. I'm hoping this is going to focus. There you go. And I've also wrapped some wire around the top with a few seed beads, and it kind of gives it a little jingle. And then I just used a bit of burlap from my own supplies at the bottom here, and this is a My Mind's Eye authentique sentiment from this little card with sentiments that I bought last year, I think. And then I just used some burlap to use as the tie for the tag. Now I've used rock candy, crackle paint, and also the Distress Stickles dry glitter and rock candy as well for the base of this. You can see the shimmer on that. So that's my first tag that I made. The second one that I went on to make was this one here, and again what I've done is I've used an embellishment from Wild Orchid Crafts, and it's the star, and it was a packet of mixed wooden shapes that you can get from the store, and that's the code for these. You get Christmas trees, stars and hearts. And I used gathered twigs for the base of this one with the Distress Crackle paint and the rock candy Stickles glitter, and I gave the same treatment to the little sentiment, which I chopped in half. And the leftover seam binding from the first tag, I used the little bits here just to use it up, and that's that tag there. So I like how that one's turned out. And again, I've just used some of the burlap twine for the top of that tag. And my third tag, it's got a little jingle on it as well, this one. A long time ago Wild Orchid Crafts did sell muslin fabric, but they don't have it in stock anymore, but I still had a little bit in my stash, so I decided to use that for this one. Now this Distress ink is the evergreen bough, and I used gathered twigs around the edges of it, and again it's got the same treatment. They've all got Distress Crackle paint on it with the dry glitter. And then I used one of the little gold stars at the top there and a staple just to keep it in place, a little tiny attacher staple, and then you've got the little bell there, and then you've got the embellishment. I didn't do very much to this one, a bit of glue there, because it's distressed as it is, and then that's the bottom of it. The warmth of Christmas brings us closest to each other. Just thought that was a nice sentiment. And then again, this one's got staples in it and the distress treatment as well. So that's the 3 tags, and it just shows that you can use your Tim Holtz dies for other things other than, you know, the houses. I've used these as tags, so I hope that's given you some inspiration, and that's my Wild Orchid Craft project for this week. So don't forget to check out Wild Orchid Crafts for all your flowery needs, and check out their YouTube channel, which is Wild Orchid Crafts, to see what the other design team members are making. And I shall see you again with another project probably next week, and have a good weekend. So see you later. Bye for now.